Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Garrett Spencer. How's everybody doing? I wanted to make this video on a few of my favorite few movies that I like, few movies that I like, and what do I think about when I watch them and see them. Like, okay, let's start with the first one. My first movie, and this one was given to me by Calvin Bozo Jr. like a few years ago. And the movie is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I watched this movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was pretty good. The very beginning of the intro of the movie was good because they showed a glimpse of Sonic 1 and like some of the other Sonic games and like the sound effects of it, the rings and whatnot, and that it bring back memories. And what do I think about when I watch this movie? Well, y'all already know game I think about right here: Sonic 1, Sonic 2. So the first one, my main game, Sonic 1, and of course Sonic 2 and 3 and Knuckles. But y'all get the point though. But this is what I think about because this is the game that they showed a glimpse on at the beginning of the movie. So like I said, Sonic the Hedgehog, like I said, that was a pretty good movie. I said, thanks again, Calvin, for giving it to me because like I said, otherwise I would have had to wait to watch it. I would have had to wait to watch it on demand whenever it was free. Because I would have had to pay for it at the time. But like I said, that was a pretty good movie that I like. And another movie that I like, and they made a new movie of it, but the new movie wasn't as good as the old ones. And you guys see me play it, but I have the movie. Second movie I'm talking about is Mortal Kombat. Now this is the one. Now this one has the first two Mortal Kombats in there. The first Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Like I said, now this was that movie. When I watched this movie, like I said, this movie was actually better than the new one. I think the storyline and everything was more on point. Like I liked the action and seeing this movie. Like I said, brings back memories to when I was a kid, and we used to watch it when we were young, when we were young kids as well, and like I said, I think the old Mortal Kombat movies was better than the new one, because like I said, the new Mortal Kombat itself, like I said, it was alright, but like it just seemed like just what wasn't making any sense to me was why the hell was Kano on our side, the good guy side, with Liu Kang and whatnot, and he's a bad guy. But like that showed later on, he obviously was not really on our side. We wound up fighting him and we killed his ass later on. That wasn't making any sense to me. And I agree with my cousin when he thought that other movie was trash. In a way, it was trash, like I said, but the old one was better. And when I watched the old one, these are the games I think about when I watched the old Mortal Kombat movie. Mortal Kombat 1 on the Sega Genesis, and then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and then the second Mortal Kombat, and the second Mortal Kombat. Those are the games that I think about when I watched the old Mortal Kombat movie, because like I said, the old Mortal Kombat movie came out in like '95, and that's the same time, that's the same time obviously in the '90s where like I said, Genesis was still up and famous and whatnot. And that was before PlayStation even came out, before like some of the other systems like PlayStation and whatnot came out, and before they took over and they got popular and Sega just kind of went down. But like I said, but at the time, like I said, Sega was still popular back then. Around that same time, the old Mortal Kombat movie was around. And also gets me thinking about like seeing the arcade, the Mortal Kombat arcade machine like somewhere, and like getting me wanted to play it. That's what I think about when I watch that movie, when I watch the old Mortal Kombat movies. Okay? Now next movie my next movie is that I like Street Fighter. And Street Fighter, like I said, this was a pretty good movie. And like I said, when I first seen it, I watched it years and years ago, but I couldn't really remember what happened. But like I watched it again, and I was actually pretty impressed. Pretty impressed with it. Like I said, they also have the a game version of this on the PlayStation 1, which I played a long time ago at the grocery store. In the movies, like their own little Blockbuster movie store where you could rent movies and games and whatnot. They had this on the PlayStation 1, which was pretty decent. But this was a good movie though. Like I said, a lot of action and and all some of the stuff that I like I said, the action, the fighting, and looking at Zangief, even though I wasn't really a Zangief fan, but looking at him in that movie, like I said, motivates me, like I guess inspires me and motivates me, when it comes to working out and whatnot, because like I said, he big and strong like a motherfucker, and then also seeing Bison in that movie, like I said, he wasn't really as tough like the Bison from the cartoon and game version of Street Fighter. I'm trying to think. When I was in high school, I watched the cartoon version. It was like Street Fighter V. I think it was like Street Fighter V, and it was like on the second episode where Ken and Ryu was riding on their motorcycle, and these guys and girls was looking at him, laughing at him, and then they followed the guys to the bar, which was Guile, which happened to be Guile's guys after they went to the bar and beat him up. And they was talking to their girls, and then Guile came along, and then like him and Ryu got into it, and like he honestly whooped Ryu's ass though, like in that movie though. But it's I mean not the movie, the show. It was that Street Fighter that I'm talking about where Guile beat Ryu up in the bar, and then later on Ken tried to go down to the Air Force base to get revenge on Guile, but that didn't work out because Guile threw dirt in his face and then like basically did a dirty trick on him, and then Guile beat Ken up, and like I said, Ryu got beat up so bad the inside of his mouth was so torn up he couldn't even eat or drink anything. So he basically did the same thing to Ken. But the part about Bison though, looking at Bison and that show, like I said, got me thinking about also watching Street Fighter the movie and watching Street Fighter the show, where Bison was actually stronger and tougher and more aggressive and a better fighter compared to the movie, because Guile was whooping Bison's ass in Street Fighter the movie until Bison obviously got programmed after Guile thought he killed him, but he wasn't dead. I guess when Bison got programmed, he used a psycho. He was hitting Guile with a psycho crusher power. But the Bison that I'm talking about is the one in the cartoon version in the game. And when I think about watching those series of Street Fighter in the movie, here's one of the games I'm talking about: Street Fighter 2, Sega Genesis. And then there's Street Fighter 2. There's the other version of Street Fighter 2. Like I said, it's in the cabinet, but you guys already know what it is. It's like Street Fighter 2 Challenge, or whatever that game is called though. But it's the other version of Street Fighter 2. But that's the game that I think about when I watch Street Fighter 2. And when I watch Street Fighter 2, at the beginning it said based on the game Street Fighter 2. Like in the beginning of the movie Street Fighter, it said based on the game Street Fighter 2, and this is like yeah, because like I said, even back in the day, Street Fighter was that game. Street Fighter Mortal Kombat was that game, one of the best fighting games and whatnot, and one of the things that brings back memories and makes it good, and just has that excitement. All right, now last movie that I have up that I like. I found it to be pretty good, in a way funny, and but another game but another movie that I like, and like I said, I have a lot of movies that I'm into, but I just wanted to do a few. But the last one I'm going to do, Super Mario Brothers the movie. Now, Super Mario Brothers the movie, it says it's a blast. This ain't no game. It's a live action thrill ride. Yeah, like I said, Super Mario Brothers was a pretty good movie itself. Now, like I said, I found it pretty interesting. We watched it years ago when we was a kid. Like me and my older brother, we watched it when I was a kid. The funny thing, back when we were kids, how kids pretend like, oh, I'm this guy, you can be the other guy. Basically that's what we were doing. But my older brother, he already called Luigi, and obviously I pretended I was Mario. So I wanted to be Luigi because at the end of the movie, Luigi got to kiss Princess Peach. And oh man, like, you know, but my brother already said he was Luigi though. Like I said, Luigi played by John Leguizamo and Super Mario, Bob Hoskins, and you know, Dennis Hopper as played as King Koopa, and nobody like him. And when I watched that movie, of course, like I said, I'll just give you guys a hint. You guys already got the picture on what I'm gonna think about. I'm just gonna show you. What do I think about watching Super Mario Brothers? I think about Super Mario Brothers, the first three, and playing it on the NES Classic. You know, like I said, you know, Super Mario Brothers itself, like I said, you know, pretty good game. And that's one of the systems and games that I had a long time ago when I was a kid, along with my Sega Genesis. And I think this Nintendo was my dad's though. So, you know, when I was done playing Sega, I'll play some NES, and Super Mario Brothers was mainly the game I was playing back then. And then I played NES in preschool because my teacher had brought his NES system to school later on that year or in the semester. So I don't know if he just bought it or if he already had it. But you know, yeah. I said Super Mario Brothers. Like I said, Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Like I said, it has some pretty good action. It's like I said, you know, watching Super Mario and Luigi in their colored clothes and whatnot. Like I said, it's just like the game. It's just like the game itself, you know. And I think one of my favorite scenes I like is, you know, when Mario is fighting some of the monsters, and then him and the girls are on the mattress. They're on the mattress sliding down that chute, and they're getting chased by Koopa's guys. And then like when he sets the wrench out into that hole, then the guys come down and they slip and they fall off. Like I think that was good. I think that was pretty good. That's one of the scenes I like, and there was other scenes in that movie I like, but I think it was a pretty good movie. But anyway, y'all, that's all I have for you guys. So here's, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So y'all know what to do. Leave y'all's comments and thoughts down below. And this your boy Gary Spencer. You guys take it easy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and I'm out. Remember, y'all, once a gamer, always a gamer. Keep on gaming, y'all.